Imagine routine traffic stops turning into a nightmare.
That ain't mine, man.
Go ahead and put your hands
No,
on
hell no, that ain't mine.
Do not
Mama,
do
that
this.
ain't mine. All right.
As a rogue officer plants drugs on unsuspecting motorists.
That is not mine. No, sir.
Guilty of 19 charges involving fabricating evidence and arresting innocent people.
Today, we unravel the horrific tale of Zach Wester, a former deputy of 33 years. It's a tale that led to over 30 lives being upended, many of those being destroyed for good.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, conducted a thorough investigation, revealing a disturbing pattern of his misconduct.
There was troubling behavior that the officer exhibited, such as going back and forth between his vehicle and the recovery vehicle.
Wester reportedly manipulated body camera footage to conceal his actions.
That black container was right here. Man, I'm in the Christmas spirit. What we got there, my friend? Look at there.
Leading to the arrest of innocent people on fabricated charges.
So you are going to jail today for possession of methamphetamine because it was on your side of the vehicle. What I'm going to do, though, since that young little boy's looking back, I'm not going to put you in handcuffs, okay?
Wester's alleged misconduct involved planting drugs on unsuspecting motorists during routine traffic stops. Hailing from Crawfordville, Tallahassee, Wester's career began in 2015 when he joined the Liberty County Sheriff's Office. However, he was discharged after only 8 months on grounds of sexual misconduct. Former Sheriff Nick Finch told the Tallahassee Democrat that he advised then Jackson County Sheriff Lou Roberts not to hire the defendant. He said there were reports that Wester had sex in the workplace and had secret relationships with married women. Reported wrongdoing with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office includes exchanging naked images of an employee with other officers and having an affair with a woman he arrested for stealing and shoplifting. Yet, in 2016, Wester took up a role in Jackson County where he gained a reputation as an aggressive patrol deputy, particularly for his high number of drug-related arrests.
Your driver's license is not valid, okay? Pulled you out to talk to you about it. You made the spontaneous statement about there was a handgun in the center console. You said it was okay for me to go retrieve that handgun from the center console.
Yes. I told him I've got a handgun in the center console.
Opened up the center console, shoved down in between the front passenger seat and where the center console is at, I saw what appeared to be a syringe sticking out. Whenever I went, I looked further, pulled the seat apart. The syringe is actually in like a plastic, larger baggie with a plastic container with a substance in it that appears to be an illegal narcotic. Do you know anything about that?
I do not. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I go to work, I come home, I sleep, I go back to work.
Okay.
I don't hang out at a party. I don't.
The state entrusts me to be a fact finder, right? Try to put all the pieces to the puzzle together. So you're gonna go to jail today for possession of methamphetamine, for possession of drug paraphernalia.
He took me to jail. It was the worst 2 years of my life.
Wester faced a range of charges, from racketeering to fabricating evidence, false imprisonment, drug possession, and drug planting.
It appeared intentional deflection of the body cam to not be looking in the direction of the recovered item.
Reports and evidences suggested that he would switch off his body camera while planting drugs in the cars off the innocent victims, and would only turn it back on once the drugs were fully placed. The innocent victim would then be falsely charged.
Hey, what'd you find?
Huh?
What'd you find? Where? In that?
In that flashlight.
Shut
Well,
up.
whenever I opened it up, there were some crystals on top. And I was like, I walked up. It was shoved in between this back seat right here and this back. She was making a lot of movements, just saying that her knees were hurting.
Imagine that.
You going to jail, bud?
I didn't do anything. Why am I going
Have we locked these yet?
Chad Ayers, a former sheriff's deputy and SWAT member, noted a concerning pattern in Zachary Wester's search procedures. Ayers observed that it was always Zachary doing the search alone, while the second officer stayed at the back, watching the person being searched. This made it easier for Zachary to plant drugs without anyone noticing. There was never anyone else in the car helping him. This observation by Ayers shows how Zachary took advantage of the situation because no one was closely monitoring what he was doing during the searches.
Look, man, you're gonna go to jail today for possession of methamphetamine, okay? It was in your vehicle right there at the center console.
Come on, man. Please.
I don't have much discretion with a felony charge, buddy. I don't have much discretion with that, man.
Man, dude, man, my mom is going to work. Oh, man, dude, I'm serious, dude. Anything. What you want me to do, man?
Joshua Emanuel, who got stopped by Wester, still finds it hard to understand how drugs ended up in his car. He knows it happened, but exactly how is a puzzle he's trying to figure out.
The how he planted it in my car is still a question that literally keeps me up at night. I still can't figure it out. I know what happened, I just don't know how.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement emphasized the deliberate nature of Wester's crimes, causing innocent people to be wrongly jailed.
I moved the driver's seat forward. That little black container you saw me pull out, it had a crystallized substance in it. Whenever I tested that, it did return a presumptive positive for methamphetamine here in the field.
That's hers.
You are going to jail tonight for possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Teresa Odom's case highlights the deceitful tactics used by Zach Wester. During a traffic stop, he falsely claimed there were issues with her brake lights.
Deputy Westwood, Jackson County Sheriff's Office, reason for my stop is your brake lights. They work 1 minute and the next minute they don't work. You got your driver's license on you, ma'am?
I just got tickets the other day. I'll be glad to show
Oh,
them
did
to
you? No, you're fine. Would you consent to a search of your vehicle? You're fine with that? Okay.
And then planted a bag of white powder in her truck. Manipulating body camera footage, Wester created a fictional scenario, moving the planted evidence around. Despite Odom's consent to search her car, Wester used the planted drugs to arrest her.
It is yogurt, son.
I know. Okay.
It's yogurt.
How about this, though?
That is not mine. No, sir.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you any
No,
direct, hold on.
sir.
I'm not going to ask you any direct questions. I'm going to read you your rights first, okay?
During the trial, Teresa Odom strongly denied any wrongdoing and insisted that she was falsely accused by Zach Wester.
The white small plastic baggie that was in that spoon that the deputy just showed you on this video. Had you ever seen that before?
No, sir.
Was that in your car?
No, sir.
In another case, Benjamin Bowling's encounter with Zach Wester unfolded when he was pulled over for a minor traffic infraction.
He said that he smelled marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
Had you been smoking marijuana in the vehicle?
No, sir, absolutely not.
What about Miss Smith?
Absolutely not. She was 3 months pregnant.
The body cam footage presented a disturbing revelation as it showed Wester allegedly planting drugs during a vehicle search. Bowling vehemently denied any knowledge or possession of the planted evidence, emphasizing his innocence throughout the court proceedings. Rebecca Laster's ordeal with Zach Wester began during a routine traffic stop, a scenario that escalated due to the former deputy's alleged actions.
How long was it between you packing Reginald's lunch and this defendant pulling you over and saying he found meth in it?
Less than 5 minutes.
The body cam footage implicated Wester in planting drugs during the vehicle search, leading to false charges against Laster. Throughout the court proceedings, Laster adamantly denied any association with the planted evidence, portraying a victim caught in the web of Wester's misconduct. The cases against Zach Wester were filed by nearly 120 individuals who experienced false arrests and misconduct during his traffic stops. Evidence included over 1,300 minutes of recorded video analyzed by investigators, revealing Wester's pattern of planting drugs during minor traffic infractions. Special attention was given to a February 2018 arrest, where body cam footage showed Wester allegedly placing methamphetamine in a driver's vehicle. In the courtroom showdown of Zachary Wester, 2 judges, Hope Cannon and Michael Frank, took charge. Zachary Wester was found guilty in May 2021 on 19 of the 67 charges. Of the 12 alleged victims that testified, the jury only found him guilty on charges related to 3 of them. The guilty verdicts included one of drug trafficking, 3 counts for official misconduct, 3 charges related to perjury attempts and fabricating evidence, as well as 4 different accounts on possession of controlled substance. In addition, there were also 2 separate cases for false imprisonment. Wester got a serious punishment,
It is the intention of the court that you were sentenced to serve a total of 12 years, 6 months, and 8 days in the Florida Department of Corrections.
But many would argue that that wasn't enough. Now he's serving time far away in Colorado. The victims, more than 30 of them, also got some justice. They reached a settlement of nearly $1 million for the pain Wester caused. The settlement money can't erase the trauma, but it's a step toward healing for the victims. This reminds us of the notorious Rampart scandal in the 90s, where LAPD officers were involved in corruption, planting evidence, and false arrests. These cases are a collective call for a justice system that holds the guilty accountable and protects the innocent from those who should safeguard them. How can situations like this be prevented in the future? Are body cams enough? What else can be done? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to Deadly Details for more true crime content.